All right, we have a question here from Leah, which says, a standard IQ test produces normally distributed results with a mean of 104 and a standard deviation of 16 for 52,000 students in grade 12 in the state. Approximately how many of these students would have an IQ above 140? Now, I have here a normal distribution, and it's the normal distribution with mean 0 and standard deviation 1, which is the standard deviation which you usually have lookup tables for the cumulative distribution function, the CDF. And so basically what we need to do is we need to take this normal distribution in the problem and convert it to this one, and then we can find the probability of being above or below some standard deviation from the mean, and just multiply that by 52,000, and then we should be good to go. So what we're going to do, we have a mean of 104 and a standard deviation of 16, and we're looking for above 140. So 140 is how many standard deviations from the mean? We just do 140 minus 104, and then we are going to divide that by 16. Oops, 16. And that's going to be 2.25. So we're looking for what is the probability of being more than, right? Because we're above 140. So we want the probability of being greater than 2.25 standard deviations from the mean. And if you just reference a lookup table, then the number that they give you, I guess they give you the number below. And we could just do 1 minus that for above, because the probability under the whole normal distribution is 1. So the probability of being below is 0.99 or 988. And that's, let me make this a color. So that's this here. That's this shaded region all the way. That's 2.2 right there, and then halfway. It's just barely stops right there about. And it's all of this. Okay, and we're interested in this little shaded region down here and also all the way out here. But as you can see, it's getting very small, so there's not much out there. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 1 minus 0.988, and that gives us 0.012. So the probability of being above 2.25 standard deviations from the mean is 0.012. Now we have to get the expected number of students that have an IQ above 140, we multiply this by the number of students that we have. So we're going to multiply by 52,000. And I have it written down, and that is 624. Oops, there we go, 624. And that is answer choice B. So that's how you approach a normal distribution problem when it's not centered at 0 and it has a different standard deviation other than 1. This is called converting to the z-score, and so you can usually look up a z-score table and it will have the numbers like 0.988. And if you're not sure if it's above or below, if you're going above the mean, then the probability is going to be less than a half that you're above that. It's going to be more than a half that you're below. So, when you look at this and you say, oh yeah, this should be almost 1 because that's everything, that's this big hump and all the tail end over there. So it's going to be very unlikely that we're above that. So there you go.